looks great, Michael.
Thank you. Would you like some French toast?
Yes, please.
What shape?
Square is fine.
All right.
What's the best time of day? Breakfast time. We all know it. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to make some French toast. Sounds delicious, right? Let's get started.
Good things are coming. Good things.
And like always, cooking should be fun and relaxing, so please grab your relaxing juice. Need that today. That's more like get up juice today. Daughter/manager has a bit of a cold, so she needs a little extra dad time, so I will do as much as I can one-handed.
That's what she said.
So today we're going to do French toast. And to start, we need to make our custard, all right? So you need 1 large egg to begin with. Need about 1/2 cup of milk. Okay. We're going to do 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. You can go up to 1/2 cup if you want to. I don't like mine nearly as sweet, but that's fine. And if you don't have brown sugar at home, you can absolutely use white sugar. I just think the molasses in the brown sugar gives it a little extra umami.
If you'll just give me a shot.
Give this your shot.
All right, next up, you're gonna want about 1/4 teaspoon or so of orange zest. Alternatively, you can use like orange essence, or you can maybe use lemon zest. I've never done that, but I hear that's pretty good. Next, here's the hard part. Oh, that'll work fine. We're gonna add about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. All right. And this is your basic French toast custard, all right? And now we're gonna mix this up, but I've only got 1 hand to use. I'm gonna show you a trick you can do if you only have 1 hand that you can stir with. You're gonna grab a wet paper towel or a wet dish towel of any kind, and you're gonna put it underneath whatever your container is, and that wet towel will keep this from moving, okay?
It's so simple.
And now we're gonna give her a mixing. There we go. If you're just starting out in cooking, I would do the egg and milk first in a high-rimmed bowl. I'm just doing this in this baking tray so everybody can see everything clearly. Looks like everything is pretty much mixed in the way I like it. So I'm going to set this in the fridge, get this all cleaned up, and I'll see you momentarily, all right? Movie magic. Boom. There we go. So our custard is in the fridge. I'm going to leave it there for, I'd say, 5 to 10 minutes or so, just to let the flavors kind of mingle and mix, and it creates a more interesting flavor. All right. You could actually call that umami.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
That one's not a joke. That one's the real thing. Anywho. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our bread of choice, and we're going to pop it in the oven on its lowest setting until it dries out. All right. If you're ever used to making your own croutons, it's a very similar process. And now we wait. All right, our bread is out of the oven, nice and dried out. This is what you're aiming for when you make French toast. If you use regular bread, it'll still taste fine, but it'll turn out more like a bread pudding than an actual toast.
This bread pudding is extra runny tonight.
Alternatively, if you have like stale bread, make sure it's not growing anything, but if you have stale bread, you can use that instead, and it'll work really, really well, actually. All right, so that's enough prep work. I'll meet everybody over at the stovetop. Before we get cooking, I actually forgot. I usually like to throw in a bit of Jamaican rum. Not a lot, just like, there you go, maybe a teaspoon or so. And particularly, I like to use Kraken. That way I can always say,
Release the Kraken!
we're gonna give her a quick stirring. Alright, now let's get started. Alright, we're ready to cook. Now keep in mind when I'm doing French toast, I like to have my stations kind of lined up in a row. Custard, frying pan, plate, okay? There we go. That way when everything's done, things don't get jammed up. Anywho, let's get going. So we're gonna dunk our French toast in our custard. There we go. Let it absorb a little bit of that mixture. There we are. We're gonna shake off any extra drippings. There we go. And in we are. Okay. There we are. And I don't like to soak my French toast that long in the custard. I like to just kind of dip it, flip it, and then put her in. My mother-in-law will do the opposite. She will set a nice thick piece of French toast in her custard and let it absorb all the way, and that's really, really good. It's just a preference, so whichever one. All right, so we're gonna let this cook through for about, I'd say, minute and a half to 2 minutes on both sides. And we'll check it here in about a minute. Let's give our toast a check. Oh, looking good, okay. I think we're ready to flip it. Lovely, lovely. There we are. That is perfect. I'll let this go for another, I'd say, minute, and out it comes. Let's check our French toast. All right, looking good. All right, I actually might need to abandon the chopsticks. Yep. All right, good old spatula. All right. Oh yeah, that's looking perfect. That is very good. We're gonna plate it. There we go. Now, if you have really thick toast, at this point you want to pop it into the oven at like 200 degrees or so for a couple minutes to make sure the custard cooks all the way through. But these thin ones, because of how thin they are, I don't really need to do that. Anywho, I'm going to cook up the other 2 pieces of toast, and I will see you guys at the very end. Here we have it. I have a couple slices of the French toast. I'm saving the other 2 for Mom for breakfast tomorrow morning. And good news, I have both of my hands back. Yeah. Bad news is my daughter/manager is big timing me. She said Gordon Ramsay was hiring, so I'll see her someday. Anyway, let's take a taste of this French toast.
Sweet. Sweet. Sweet.
Mmm. Oh, that's really good. All right, in hindsight, next time I do that, I might add a smidge more brown sugar. So maybe like a half a cup instead of a third a cup, but it's still really good. The vanilla in the rum is coming through. So this whole thing tastes like fall spice, but it's got a little zing to it from that orange peel. Kind of like your mom. Look who came crawling back. She smells French toast. Gordon who? Anywho, this is delicious. All right, everybody, that just about does it for today. Please give me a comment down below. What kind of breakfast do you want me to make next time? What breakfast do you normally like to make? All right, I have other breakfast videos here. I'll put up here on a little banner or something. The scrambled eggs goes really, really well with this. Please follow me on social medias, X, Twitter, especially. Send me your recipes that you're doing. I like to see them. That's at Dadscooking Bear. I'll put a link to it. If you want to buy some merch, please go to my merch store. And I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize this channel and start making some money from my little daughter here. Okay, I'm gonna take this and go eat my breakfast. Have a good one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, let's check our... There it is.